Right, it's time for what you've all been waiting for. The Season 2 finale of the Pokemon Pocket Custom Challenge League. So over the course of the 6 tourneys, you earn points based on your placements. Like a top 4 finish was pretty much enough to guarantee you get in, but even just making a couple of top cuts was also enough for some people. Similar to the last tourney, you've got to build 3 decks for this one. However, this one's slightly different. It's the Pick a Pack. You still get access to all the promo trainers, obviously, and each of your deck, you've got to pick a pack, and you can only build the deck from that pack. So rather than last time where it was like A1, this would have to be like, oh, A1 Charizard. Which does give like a few interesting things, namely like Ho-Only Gear come in separate packs, so they can't partner. The Unknown Pair come in separate packs. Most other packs only come with 1 fossil of the pair, and so on and so forth. A few of the other rules as well. We're only allowed 1 deck from the B series, so any of those 4 B packs, you only get to pick 1. You can't pick 2 packs from the same main series expansion, so like if I have A2 Dialga, I can't have A2 Palkia, but I can get A2 Triumphant Light, because that's different. Another note is any shiny cards that originally debuted in a different pack are related to that one. And also, Deluxe EX, the pack is not included in this, for obvious reasons. Although one more thing that was discussed, you could technically pick a promo pack if you wanted to. I think promo pack 7 was the best looking one to me, but I don't see many people doing that. And the game format's going to be Conquest, and this is you have to win the best of 5, but all your decks have to get a victory. What it means is, for each match you can choose any deck you want, but the minute one of your decks wins, you can't choose it again, and you've got to choose a different one. So if you want to win the best of 5, you've got to win 3 games, but each one you've got to win with a different deck. So for deck building for this, I just keyed in on the trainers. Some of the like single deck expansion packs kind of worked in themselves, but for the main series ones, with the trainers being split up, you need to look at what's available and what's not. Basically, I went through for each pack, I just kind of pulled out the trainers because they're the most important things you need to build around, but then also other key cards that are in there that possibly could factor in. Starting off from earliest to latest. First up was Pikachu. The only card I saw in here was Misty, so I ruled that out because I'm not relying on coin flips. Then Mewtwo, obviously came in Mewtwo. Some other stuff was Articuno EX, but with no Misty, it ain't as great. And Dragonite, but again, a lot of the stuff that makes that good isn't here anymore. Then Charizard, probably the only genetic apex I'd consider, because you get Erica, so you can run grass decks like Executor EX is in there. Blaine for Blaine decks, but then also comes with Charizard EX and Moltres. So I'm not doing it, but that's probably the best of that bunch. Then Mysterious Island, this obviously came with Aerodactyl EX, also came with Celebi EX, like they're 2 decks I was thinking about. You got all the fighting stuff if you want to go Aerodactyl, or you got Superior if you want to go Celebi. But again, I'm not going to rely on coin flips, that's failed me a few too many times. Then moving on to A2, which is where I started considering decks. So if I wanted to go Dialga, it's got the Skull Fossil, so you could get Ramparados in this one. It comes with comms as well to help with that. You could also have a Volkner deck from this one. Lucario if you want Ramparados, and Darkrai. But nothing with great synergy. Palkia though, this had the first deck I actually built and was considering for a while. It was one of my 3 before I changed it last minute. Because with Manaphy and Palkia, you could actually set up a deck that could ramp. Had the Rocky Helmets, so obviously one of the few good tools. But it was just a bit too slow, and if you didn't manage to start with Manaphy, the deck just seemed to fail. Came with Mars, which is nice. It also had the Cynthia decks, but without all the other stuff, they just weren't as good. Then Triumphant Light, the only stuff I could see here really, Irida, so that benefited your water decks if you built them, or Barry if you wanted to try going for Snorlax, Leafeon X and Garchomp EX. So there's a good variety of stuff here, but they really do much better with other sets, so I didn't bother with any of them. This could be decent. Pokemon Center Lady, it's got Red, it's got Rocket's Grunt, so you could build quite a disruptive deck here. But obviously it came with other guys like Stokezard and Giratina EX. I didn't actually end up building one, but Beedrill EX is the guy I'd go for if I picked one of these decks. Then A3, which is where most people are probably going to start off, because this one comes with the rare candies. It's in both sets, so if you have Solgaleo or Lunala, you can use it. Solgaleo is going to be preferred deck because of Solgaleo and Lily. Comes with the Electric Oricorio to shut down any EXs. Comes with Bennett as well to shut down energy if you want to risk it. And Sarina's quite a decent one with the Leaf Cape. And Mallow, obviously. And then Lunala is the other side of it. I don't think a lot of people would go for that over Solgaleo if they had a choice. Especially because you don't get any of the psychic generating guys in the deck, which is the main use for that ability. It does have Tapu Lele and Decidueye EX for people who want to try some of that. So maybe we'll see a few of them. Extra Dimensional Crisis is going to have a lot of people picking this because the set is completely self-contained. So you can either run Guzzlord or Buzzwole. You get your Beastite, your Beast Wall, Lusamine, plus, you know, Gladion, Silverly. That'll be in the deck or mixed in with other decks. And Tapu Koko EX and Zorora. So, you know, I can see a lot of people picking this because it's all there. Then on to EV Grove. It's got a lot of EVs, but it misses out a couple of important ones that people actually like, such as the Espeon EX. It does come with Howl, so if you wanted to build Primarina EX, that option is there. But there'll probably be quite a few Flareon decks, because that was quite popular. Flareon EX, you've got Sylveon EX to draw, EX, so you can pack in 4 EVs. Dragonite EX and Snorlax EX came in this set as well, if people want to mess around with them. But without their better support cards, they're not as good. But yeah, one of my decks, I've picked him here, and I've gone with a Psychic Eevee deck. So even though you don't get the Espeon, you've still got the double Sylveon, so you can draw through the deck. And then you've got the Espeon and the Sylveon regular ones, which all that extra card draw just made it feel a lot better. So in testing, this one did quite good, so I've gone with that. A4 I'll come back to last, because there's quite a few options for that. But A4a Secluded Springs, the main thing from here is Suicune and the Mantike as well. And I actually made a deck with them and with Poliwrath EX. It was mixed energy, so I had a few cards installed for that. And the main thing was, though, if I took it up against Oricorio on the ranked, it just failed utterly. Even though if I had to face it in the tourney, I'd only ever face it once, it still just put me off the fact that this could be my last deck. And if their last deck had Ori, and then I'd just get locked out effectively. So I started off liked it, but then ended up scrapping it just because of that. And then we got the Bees. So B1 Altaria, a lot of people are going to pick this. Mega Altaria comes in it. It's got all the extra basics you need along with Lycia, so you can grab them all out. With how fast and strong Altaria is, I think this would be the deck people want. Blaziken might be an option people go for because of the Flame Patch. It doesn't have rare candy, so it's a bit slower. But the fact that once you get going, it can just attack every turn. And with how deadly those kicks are, does that extra turn really matter, or does it really slow it down? It does also come with May to search for it. And I've picked Mega Blaziken for my pack, but I've ignored Blaziken. I've gone with Rapidash. I don't fancy the Megas, even though there's going to be a lack of gusting, but Rapidash is something different. I'll pair it with Heatmore as well, so it'll be interesting to see how this does. You can literally get a Heatmore, retreat to Pony to evolve and hit 110 plus hit their bench. Yeah, I like it anyway. So that's my second deck. The B1 Gyarados also had, obviously, Gyarados, but that'll be way too slow. It's got the Heavy Helm. This one came with Copycat. It's also, if people want to go dark, it's got Hydreigon and it's got Mega Absol. No rare candy means your Dark Dragon's a bit weaker than it could be. But it's still potentially is a powerful deck. Although, again, no Lilies to support it, no Indeedee. And also, Jolteon EX potentially could shut down any high energy decks, but it's a bit of a gamble with just the 2 EVs. And then B1A, this has obviously one main deck, Mega Venusaur. It comes with your Quick Grow, and Mega Venusaur is a beast. I mean, you don't get any grass healing, you don't get any heavy helms. I don't know how much that lets it down. The fact that you can just drop the line, synthesize 4 energy by turn 2 and turn 3 start whacking is decent. Also comes with the Charmeleons that ramp the fire energy. They'd be really good in any other set, but I don't think people want to run Mega Charizard because there's no extra draw, there's no Entei as people normally do, so I doubt that will see the light of day. Although who knows, we'll see. Finally then, coming back to A4. Firstly, you've got Lugia with the Pichu, Elemental Switch, the Will. So it's got a couple of good cards in it. I built a deck from here that had Espeon EX and Porygon Z, which was actually quite well and was almost the deck I was going to choose for a while until it got trumped by Ho-Oh one, so I couldn't have both. And then on to Ho-Oh. This had a lot of options. Steel Apron, you could run Skarmory EX with Jasmine, which is good. Dark Pendant, if you wanted to try any dark decks like Crobat. Had Ho-Oh along with Blissey and Magby. So that was one deck that I was running. It had super crazy ramp. Umbreon EX, which I also ran with Blissey as well, just to pull them back in when they ran away. And the Togekiss with the shield ability, that can just be game changing on a coin flip. And for a while, that Blissey deck was locked in. And then last minute, I changed my mind, so I built another deck on a whim that just was doing much better in the ranked. I'm ashamed of it, but I've gone with Macargo. It just, even without all the support, it was still just going through ranked battles and just beating decks. It won about 3/4 of the decks I tested on. If you don't get set up in time and you just start attacking with 2 energies, you can just wipe people out. And the main thing it was losing to was Charizard, and that's the Mega Charizard deck with Entei, which I don't expect to see in the tournament. I do think it could be hit and miss. Like, if it doesn't get the Macargo, or the fact that you only want to play one Pokemon, it can be a bit risky. I think a couple of times I did drop a second on the bench, and then that survived. And obviously it's got the rescue scarfs, so then you just play out your second Macargo straight away. But at least one match, I obliterated my own bench Pokemon, and then got KO'd myself. A high risk, high reward, maybe. Yeah. Anyway, those are my decks, so let's go to it. So, quickly having a look at my opponent's decks. Mega Altaria, obviously, yeah, everyone knows Mega Altaria, with all the 50 HP basics and the Licia. Could be one to target with Macargo. Sweets Relay. Sweets Relay is just annoying. If it bricks a bit, it's fine. If you can take out the Alcremies, it's not really a problem. I can get around the Slurpuffs. It's just nice that it doesn't have a lot of the major support cards it could normally have. And then finally, yeah, here's the Solgaleo. So Solgaleo, rare candy, is supported by some other steel cards. It doesn't have any extra draw, so it's not quite the threat it normally is, but it's still dangerous if it sets up. Cool, let's go do some tournaments. So I've got to decide what I want to play. In the best case scenario, I need one deck that can beat all three of those if I somehow win every game to start with. In the worst case, all of my decks are going to have to beat one of theirs. So likely Mega Altaria is going to be the finisher one, so everyone needs to beat that. None of mine are like super good against it, but they're not bad. I think my Psychic Eevee is probably the worst because of all the trainers I need, and it's got the Chingling. So I'm going to lead with Psychic Eevee, and then I'll decide the other two from there depending on who's left. Psychic. Oh, okay, so maybe it's led with Altaria. Or Sweets. No, led with Altaria. Okay. You've only got Research or Licia, so I can penny. There's no random copycat going to screw me over. But it won't grab anything. Red card might be useful, depending on what you do. Right, red card not useful. However, I do have Sylveon. There's a red card coming my way in a minute, I think. And if you've got two basics, you get the KO of Altaria. If you don't, I can heal out of it, so... would you have 4 more basics in there somewhere? Ah, but no Altaria. Okay. Well, red card needs to happen. Pokeball as well. Do this, research, get through my entire deck, and then just play as much as I can before you red card me again. Obviously there's no reds, there's no Giovanni, so you can't hit a 140. I can't play either EVs, and I want to save the EV bags for emergencies. So ideal thing here is that you evolve to Altaria and I'll wake up. Okay, that tells me 2 basics in hand then. I know, that's 6, so you got 1 basic in your hand, and I don't know what else. We're actually going to have nothing in hand in a minute. Eevee bag. Get the KO. There's a research. Get rid of all these cards before the red card comes out. Oh, but knew the end was over. Right, 1 deck down, 2 more to go. Right, so next up I'm going to go with Rapidash. No, I'll go Macargo, finish with Rapidash. Right, see if they've gone Altaria again, or if they've switched the deck. Although even if I see Psychic Energy, I still won't know. Nope, gone Solgaleo. Going first isn't great for this deck, but it happens. Alright, classic red card silver, why not? Pokeball, Cosmog, and Malasada. Throwing stuff out, even though there's no copycats, but there is a red card. Right, well, what did you have in hand earlier? Pokeball that. I don't think you've got a supporter in hand. It would only be Lily or Research, so there's no point using Silver this turn. Because if you draw on the Research, would have used it. Do this, do this. If I don't evolve, you could possibly red card me, so I had to evolve. $50 slash. I'll give it 1 more turn before I silver. Ideally, I'd top deck a Slugma this turn. Next turn. Well, I need to hit draw, but I guess. Ah. Well, I did say this one was a bit hit and miss. Right, next game, I think I'm going to go Macargo again though. Okay, which Psychic deck am I facing now? Altaria again. Oh, and now the question is, do I play Slugma or not? You do have a red card. The answer is not. You've got 2 red cards. Well, let's see what you do. Especially considering the amount of items I've got in this deck. Just do it. Right, I should be okay as long as I don't land all 3 hits on Chingling. Alright, there we go. Another Altaria deck. Finally with the Rapidash. Oh, here's Sweets Relay. It's not psychic energy, it's water. Penny the Professor, nice. Can I get Chingling? I think that's what I want. Definitely want Ponyta out, even though I can't get you in one turn. I just don't want you to use 4 Sweets Relay. Now you've got the other items. You know what I've got. I don't have copycats, so don't mind your hand being empty. That's slightly better for me. 1 Sweets Relay. Let's use the potion. Penny and May, hopefully. Yes, I like that. What do I do here? I go up to Rapidash in 120. Might as well. Hit you. Next turn I'm going to retreat to heat more. Oh no, well. Yeah, retreat to heat more and hit the guy on the bench. And then only potions of evolving can save you. Save the May for the minute. Save the May for the minute because I'm going to send out other Ponyta and double flame. Oh, you've done it. So what are you on now? 120? No, she'll be on 160 now. Okay, so I've got Chingling to oh gosh darn it, that's a loss, isn't it then? Those potions saved you. Because no matter what, the Rapidashes get one-shotted. Maybe I should have gone after our Creamy first. Right, let's go to the decider then. Chingling going first. Decent for me, I guess. Got no May, so just dump them both for the moment. Oh, Jirachi's 30 anyway, it could be an issue. And that is also an issue, letting you do whatever you want. Do this, do this. We're gonna send out Heatmore, hit Jirachi, and then use the Flame Patch for Rapidash. Or am I? The best you've got is one potion and the 2 berries, which will heal 30 for you. Don't need to think about it. If Rapidash hits you on 110, drops you to 70, you'll heal up to 120. So as I take you and hit Jirachi. And then watch you red card away my flame patches in a minute. I got a single flame patch back, which is what I need. Do that, do that. Hit you. You'll retreat to Sableye though, won't you? Discard all your cards, which drops into 80. I've taken out no basics. So you got another 3 basics around. No, you've only got 5 basics. I'm really getting this messed up. Alright, double potion can save me. Now, will you go for Jirachi attack or will you go for Swablu sleep? Yeah, that makes sense. Ah, no, you got the Pokemon. Good game. Oh no, you haven't won yet because you need... Double May. No matter what, you're going to hit for 100. I can't recover out of it. You've already got 2 points. Well, yeah, good games indeed. So it turns out Rapidash was not the deck I wanted to beat Altaria with, it's the other two. I'll have to bear that in mind for the rest of the tourney, so I'll probably lead with the Rapidash. Well, see you for the next round next.